Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan, illustrated by Mark Evans. Here at the bottom is maybe a better view of that. Also, llewellyn.com is there if you're interested. Feel free to freeze frame, of course. Supportive Oracle cards. Let me move that out of the way. Supportive Oracle cards are Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed. The website I have for Colette is on the back here, ColetteBaronReed.com. There's a couple other ones. Feel free to freeze frame and check out whatever you would like, of course. Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius? My hands are smooth for some reason. No extra cards, which is not bad nor good, but it's just everything might be a little bit more metered than expected. Like things, I feel like things are like that. My first thought is things are going exactly like this is when this happens, this is when this happens, this is when this happens, which for some signs like that. Fire signs, I don't know. It's a little bit too predictable, and it might feel a little bit like you're stuck, like you're trapped. Kind of like I feel like I don't have any room to breathe or move. I just have to do what they want at the specific time. Just get this done, get that done, get that done. It's like do A, finish A. Do B, finish B. Wait. Okay, now do C, finish C. And it's kind of like, but I could be doing these other things. I could be getting a lot more done. I want to keep moving, but it's just like, it's so regimented. I'm not saying it's like this, but it feels like when somebody plans their vacation every single minute and they rush from this to that to the next, but it's kind of like, it's so predictable and so like you have to be there on time. It becomes monotonous. It kind of sucks the fun out of it when you overplan. This might feel very overplanned to you. The thing is, it did seem to release a block. It broke through a block because this seems to be coming out of a block. Kind of like this is what we need to do to create this situation or to like advance it. Like the situation I feel like was not advancing. It just kept going in a circle. And now it's kind of like we're breaking out of that. We're breaking out of that. Is there something else with this? Yeah, we're breaking out of it. The Strength card and then the Ten of Swords. We didn't like where it was before. It was like, I feel like it was in a circle before. And it's kind of like we didn't like this circle. We didn't like this pattern. Things were not improving. We weren't getting anything better than what we already had. And it's kind of like this isn't going to work. So this regimented plan came forward. And I feel like you acknowledged like, all right, we need to change this. So then if that's what we got to do, then that's what we got to do. It came in really fast, but the thing is it's still so, I want to say boring. At least to you, I want to say, if this is hitting, this is kind of like, it's just kind of it sucks the fun right out of it. It comes in fast. Things are going fast, but they're so predictable. They're so like, no, you got to do it at this time. Nope, wait, now do this. Nope, wait, don't do those things. Don't touch those things. Stay away from that. Okay, now do this. And it's kind of like, I just feel like I hate this. I feel like I hate this, but I understand the outcome should be good. The Hungry Ghost with this is kind of like, I understand that it's moving, but I don't, it feels so counterintuitive for Sagittarius. Kind of like, I understand that things are going well. I understand that things are going in a good direction. I feel like you're kind of like in this weird energy of kind of like, no, I understand it's good. This isn't how I do things. I understand that it's improving things. I just don't want to do this for the rest of my life like this. It's kind of, I feel so restricted. I hate it. I feel it. Like I understand that it's good, and I'm trying to be all smiles on the outside. Like, no, I understand it's good. Yeah. I don't feel like you're complaining. I don't think you're complaining, but I feel like you're kind of like, yeah, but I don't like it. I don't like how this works. There's other people going along with the same plan. Other people really like the regimented thing. We're all different, you know what I mean? Some people like that type of thing. Some people don't. I feel like a lot of people like a degree of it. I'm one of those people, I like a degree of like predictability, but I also like half and half. Like, okay, let's have a plan, let's go by the plan, but let's also have, half of that should be a little bit more random so we can like breathe and do what we want. I'm one of those. I don't know if that matters, but that's kind of how I feel. This is all very every single minute. Because I'm like, I don't even know if I'd be okay with this. Like, if it's too regimented. Other people are seeming to excel with it. Maybe that's another piece of this, too. Other people are really excelling with this. And it's kind of like, well, I'm not looking to mess that up. And things are improving. And I'm not looking to create problems there. So I feel like I'm staying very tight-lipped. I'm not complaining about things. I'm not looking to change things. I understand. You get it. You understand why. You see it. You know. But I also feel like I'm starting to feel the energy like this is not going to last this way forever. I'm going to go nuts. I can't do this forever, but how much longer are we going to keep doing this? We're trying to break through a few different barriers. Is that the Lady in the Lightning? No, it's the Web Weaver. The Lady in the Lightning is not out here. The Lady in the Lightning is like a version of the Tower card, in my opinion. I think it's supposed to be anyway, quite frankly. But when I'm seeing this here, the Winged Ones, the Web Weaver, I can't seem to connect to this card. Because I feel like there's communication, there's talking through things, but I feel like this energy that's currently here is starting to stagnate things again. It's starting to stagnate things. And I feel like where I'm looking at this is like, wait a minute, we've done this for like a couple months, just for argument's sake. I don't know if that's right for you, it's a general read, but kind of roll with it. And it's kind of like, wait a minute, we've been doing this for a couple months, and now it's starting to stagnate because people are talking too much. People are deciding they want to change things. People are deciding things aren't working the way they want to, but we are seeing good results. And I feel like we're coming up to this moment where we could end up with another block. I shouldn't say another stagnated moment, but same thing. What this requires to not get stuck here, even though you don't like it, you don't like this regiment, I feel like you got to keep pushing forward the regimented pattern. Even though I feel like you don't care for it. If we start overthinking and we try to start changing things now, we could backslide back to where we were. That Hanged Man is there. It's kind of like, I feel like we're going to have a moment here. It could be a very short moment where things just kind of stagnate, but we could end up recreating another block and backsliding back to where we were. We don't want to do that. To move this forward, I feel like when I see, is this the High Priestess? The Ultra Priestess. This is a person who kind of, they look at the situation and are like, all right, I don't like doing it this way, but it works. So even though I don't like doing it this way, I need it to work. I need it to work more than me to like it. I need to like the outcome. I need to like the after effect. Because if I just kind of live in the moment now, it literally doesn't go better. So I feel like this is that moment where you step forward and you're like, all right, listen, back to the pattern. Let's keep doing it. And even though you don't like it, you're like, no, but we need that outcome. So let's keep going. I don't know, that's how it feels. Because I feel like people will stand with you on this. I feel like people agree. This is a weird card right now. These cards are coming in a little odd for me because I feel like we have to keep battling against the possible block coming back. It says the Lady of the Gifts. Lady of the Gift. But I feel like there's so much white, it feels very frozen to me. So it's kind of like we have to be careful and make sure it stays soft like a pillow and not frozen like ice. So I feel like I keep getting like, which is this? Is it going to be like ice and things get stuck again? Or is it going to be soft like a pillow and things feeling good? I feel like we have to stick to this is another regiment card. This is another pattern card. This talks about sometimes Taurus. Doesn't have to mean you're dealing with a Taurus. But stick with the plan, go with the plan, keep going with the plan, same plan, same plan, same plan, same plan, same plan, same plan. It's kind of like, what is this for the rest of my life? You do seem to hit a point where things change. I'm getting like, however long you've been in this, you're probably halfway through. So, I don't know. Whatever you're dealing with, I'm getting you're probably about halfway through. So if it's been 2 months, probably a good 2 months more. If it's been 3 years, sorry, but probably 3 years more. But Because I do get things will change at some point and you will get liberated from the situation. It will happen at some point, just not right now. And if we try to liberate ourselves right now, we backslide to where we were. So I guess the bottom line is, how much does the outcome mean to you? And if it's negotiable to you, then you have to do what you have to do. But if it's not negotiable, like, no, we need to succeed, then we got to stick with the plan. If we try to negotiate, we're probably going to backslide, and we're going to get returned back to the block. So I feel like they're giving you this heads up, kind of like, what do you want to do with this? What type of outcome do you want? Realizing you're about halfway through, do you want to keep going and finish this off, or what do you want to do with it? Because it feels like your energy is very important. If you push this forward, if you push that pattern forward, like, we have to do this pattern, you just start moving with it. I feel like Sagittarius is that one that just get up and you start doing it. Like, all right, I guess that's what we got to do, and you just move, and you're just like, I don't like it, but I'm going to do it. Other people just kind of fall in line, especially because, I don't know why I'm going to say this, but it is popping in here, so I'm going to go with it. People get jealous of Sagittarius in the sense of, like, you're always doing something and people look favorably on that, because Sagittarians tend to be busy, and people are like, oh, look at them, they're a go-getter, they keep moving, they're going this, they're doing that. So other people kind of like, they get a little jealous and they don't want you to get all the fame. So when you start working, they're like, well, I'm not going to let Sagittarius get ahead of me, so they start working. I'm not saying it's the best motivation, but it's be aware of it. I wouldn't let it get you down. Just be aware of it and just kind of like step back from it, because sometimes people who are friends to Sagittarius get that way. People, there's a different level of friendships, but some people are just like that. They just get that competition thing going. And if it at least works to your favor to get the goals that you want, I mean, at least there's that. So hopefully it doesn't get you down, because I feel like that's just something that happens naturally to Sagittarius. People get like, oh, there goes Sagittarius, they're going to get all the credit. Well, nope, I'm going to start doing it too, so they don't get all the credit. It's like a jealousy thing that motivates them. It sort of works to your favor. I just wouldn't let it bother you. I would just kind of like, that's a them problem. That's not a you problem. And if you just kind of ignore it, depending on the situation, like, I would ignore it and see how that affects the situation, if it brings it down. If you can't ignore it, then you can't, but I might try to ignore it just to see if that works to your favor. And then just keep an eye on it to see if that is working to your favor. Anything else? All right, I think we're good. I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.